We have a question from Matthew. Since becoming a father, I've naturally spent less time lifting and have somehow managed to also disturb my lower back. What happens a lot of times when, especially men, retire from sports, they get all of a sudden all these little niggling injuries. That's the way, or usually phrased. I think what happens, and I could be wrong, is that you get this little injury. Okay, we'll put it here. But when you were, 320 pounds, squatting 600 pounds twice a week, and, you had all that stuff holding it together. Well, all of a sudden over time, you drop to 220 and, all that, the muscles are a lot less, and all of a sudden those little injuries show up because I think that as your, I'm sure there's people like doctors and trainers going, this guy's a lunatic, but I think as you lose mass, the muscles shorten a little bit. So you get the tendons, ligaments, and all the other fascia, they start to stretch more and more and more. As the muscles shrink, you see what's happening here. These get more stress. What I just said could be a whale of crap, but it sure seems true. Okay, enough. We'll move on. An MRI revealed that I have some degenerative disc disease going on between the L5-S1 area within my back. It has been an issue for me for 9 months or so and has likely arisen from not bending my knees properly to lift things off the floor, including my daughter. As ridiculous as that sounds, well, that's how you get hurt. One of the worst injuries in my life, I picked up a typewriter, for God's sakes. I'm 30 years old, young, 6'3" and 218. That's good weight. I was playing semi-professional rugby up until the start of the pandemic, and getting my strength back within the squat would do wonders in getting me confidence back with the overall aim of preparing to play physically again. Unfortunately, this back issue has meant that squatting has become problematic. I've experimented with Frankenstein bottom-up squats from pins, good lift, front squats, and more recently Zercher squats, with the belief that placing the barbell in the front of the body will avoid unnecessary load on the back side of my body. Oddly, I think it's the opposite. One of the reasons I like overhead squats, goblet squats, and Zerchers so much is that by having the load away, the body has to counter with what I call anaconda strength. And I'm wondering if this might have put more pressure on you. None of these variations have proved much of a solution, with each managing to irritate my lower back as soon as I finished a training session. I don't really want to drop squatting completely, so could you suggest anything that can strengthen the lower body, quads included, while saving my lower back? I have invested in a reverse hyper, which has proved quite useful for increasing blood flow to the area. Well, the reverse hyper is a good idea. I'm wondering if putting chains on the barbell will help, because then you'll get that acceleration. You'll have more load at the top, but less load in the bendy positions. So, take those reverse hypers really serious, and hyper is really serious. Chains, but you probably are at a place in your life that goblet squats might be all you need. And if goblet squats don't bother your back, do them. You just, at your size and your age and the issues, it's not time for you to get up to, you're 99 kilos now, you're 218 now. I mean, do you really want to get up to 160 kilos? I mean, I don't think you do. So try that. This is a tough one. And with backs, very often, I love listening to Stu McGill talking about how, and it's interesting because there's such a, it almost seems like it's a matrix or a spreadsheet. If this is bad, then go to here. If that didn't work, go here. So it is going to be an experiment of one with you. And I don't know if that helped, but you're going to have to keep kind of searching, and you find something you can work with and work around. Okay? Thank you.